Welcome back, everybody, to another episode in the Battleship WPF Battleship series. So, the last time we started to set up or we finished setting up the Battleship server and getting a connection going. But first, to make it work, we have to implement the client side. So each user has their own desktop application, so it's gonna also have their own TCP connection. So that's what we'll start doing now. So yeah, because I think this was done. Server, run, and then it waits for connections. Yeah, here I've got a while loop waiting for connections, and then adds the user, and then broadcasts all the new connections to everybody that's connected already. Okay, yeah, so now it's definitely time to do the client side. And then, yeah, we already created a file here, directory, TCP, so we'll add a new class, which is gonna be, it's also gonna be a client, but so we won't get confused with client, with this client. We'll just call this one client to server. Yeah, client to server. Let's do that. Alright, here we'll clean up the namespace. Make this public. Alright. Okay, now we'll just need a private TCP client. Just call it client. And we'll need a packet. We'll need a packet reader to read incoming messages from the server. So packet reader. Yeah, we gotta add the Battleship server reference. So here, shared, add project reference, Battleship server. And yeah, Battleship server. And then we'll say packet reader. And we'll say constructor. ctor create a constructor. And here we'll just set up the client. Client equals new TCP client. Yeah. And then we will have to make a async function which will call when we're connecting. So after so probably we'll use the text box to enter the username, and then we got the button to, oh no, did we already create this? Main menu, connect to server. Yeah, so we probably made a button, and then we'll connect to the server. Alright, so yeah. So we'll call this public async omega task and say read. No. I'll say connect to server. say if client is not connected. If it's not connected, then we'll connect. We'll say client connect to endpoint. Now we need the we'll need the IP address. So 127.0.0.1 it's localhost, and port, I think we said 8080. So yeah, you can choose something else, but I'm going to use 8080 right now. Alright, so and then we'll have the packet reader initialized. We'll make a new packet reader, and it's client.getStream, and then packet reader. Also, we're going to need a packet writer, I think. Packet builder. Because now we need a packet builder. New packet. No. Like a new packet builder. Protection level. Oh, it's internal. Okay, so public packet builder, and connect the server. Alright, we also have to get a username, so let's make this public string username. Packet builder. And then we'll say packet builder dot write operation code, which is gonna be I don't know what kind of codes we've already created here. Opcodes dot do we also make these internal? Okay, so public dot connect. There we go. And packet builder write message is gonna be the username. Okay, and then after that we should have an infinite loop, waiting for more messages, kind of like the server, or exactly like the server. It's always waiting for new messages. So we'll say here read packets. And then we'll create this method. So it's going to be private, also async task. And we'll say await task dot run. Do lambda expression. Oh, there we go. And then inside here we'll call a while loop. So infinite while loop. And then here we'll always do the same thing. We'll just get the operation code, get packet, packet reader, read byte, and then var message. We'll say hey, packet reader. Oh, packet reader dot read message. And then we'll call a switch statement where we will check what kind of operation code it is. Op codes. Op codes. Opcode. And then we'll say case opcodes dot connect. We'll do something, and then case opcodes dot challenge player. Okay. Break. So yeah, those are the codes that we've already implemented. And then we'll do one more. We'll do default. We'll do debugger dot break, and then we'll see. Yeah, we'll just stop debugging if we haven't implemented a code yet, so we know to implement a new code. Okay, so that looks pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna be close to running the first test. Alright, but here, so okay, now we would have to let the view model know that there is a new, that we've connected, or there's a new connection. Probably the best way to do that is we'll make a public action, which is going to be with a parameter of type string, and then here, connected action. And if somebody connects or reconnect, then we'll just say hey, connected action. We'll check if it's null first, and if it's not, then we just invoke it with the message. Okay, now we just have to hook onto this action with another method in the main menu view model. Okay, so now let's create this client to server in the main menu view model, which will come right here. And here we'll say public or say private. Um, Client to server here. So client to server. New. And then here when we press the connect to server button, we'll do client to server equals the username. Oh. Username. And here we'll call client to server and then connect to server. Oh. Okay, so now if we do this, then we should send out, write message. And then read messages. But we also have to send the message because we're just building the message right here, packet builder, but we haven't sent it yet. So we gotta do client dot client send. Is there a send? Send. Yeah. Send. Send, and then we'll get the packet builder and get packed bytes. There we go. Alright, now, yes, so now if we connect, build the packet, and we send the packet, and then we await any new messages. Okay, let's test it out, see if it works or not. Hopefully it'll work first try, that'd be great. Alright, so the server is online, listening for connections. Battleship, okay. Alright, so the connect to server control is not showing. Why is that? Oh god, it's so slow again today. Okay, the application crashed, so, well, not the application, but Visual Studio, so I'm back. Alright, so why is this not showing? It's... So slow again. Okay. Actually, yeah. Here, grid dot no, column 1. Okay. All right. Now, yeah. The list box or the list view was over this. Okay. So now we'll enter a username. We'll say connect to server, and nothing happens. Connect to server, main menu, connect to server. Let's see, is this even hitting? No, nothing is happening. Okay. Oh, and why is that? Oh, is there even a view? Stop debugging. I think. Yep, there's no view model hooked up. Okay, so let's just data context is going to be a new main menu view model. Yeah, just see. Okay, now we should have more success. And connect. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. So now connect. Let's just run it. Okay, so the server got the message, but I don't see the name popping. I don't know if we hooked this up right. Oh, this is. Oh, users. Yes. Okay, okay. Of course, because we're not listening for the. So yeah, I didn't. This connected action. I didn't hook this up to anything. So let's do that. We're just gonna be here. So it's gonna be client to server, connected action. Yep, and we need a method. So it's gonna be connection. So we'll call it new connection, and we get a string. Generate a new method, which is going to be of type string. Yep, perfect. Message. And let's check the server real quick. The message is really just going to be the name. Okay. So now we get the message, and then we create a new user view model. Okay, so we'll say users dot add a var user. It's going to be a new user view model. And then name. Yep. There we go. Say name is going to be the message. and let's add that user to the users list. This might actually cause another exception right here because we're adding to the list, to this observable collection. I don't know if it's going to be coming in from another thread, but we'll see. So yeah, this works. Okay, let's see if this new connection. New connection. And yes, thread issues. Okay, not a problem. So we've done this already in the snake tutorial. What we need is a private object. It's going to be a lock object. Call it lock. And this is going to be a new object. And here we're going to have to say bindable operations dot bindable operations. Is that better? Bindable operations. Oh man, what was it called? Binding operations. Yes, binding operations dot enable collection synchronization, and then we'll do the users and the lock, and that'll do. And now we just have to add a lock. Oh no, you call lock. Ah yeah, underscore lock. Okay. And then you can add the user. Okay. Final try. And yeah, if this starts to work, then we're gonna have to clean this up because right now, yeah, okay. Now we got the new user, we're connected, and we can start sending messages back to the server. Okay, that looks good. So yeah, let's now it's time to clean this up a little bit because yeah, there was a lot of trial and error to get here, and I didn't really write the code too clean. So let's go back here. And I'm gonna call it packet. Just call it packet. And writing this thing, we're gonna have to do this a lot in the server. No, well, we're not in the server. Yeah, in both. Either way, we're gonna have to do this a lot. So let's surround a region. So these are gonna be broadcast methods. There's going to be a couple of those. And then, yeah, so this, definitely we're going to be doing this a lot. So let's shorten this up And let's create an own method just for writing or sending packages, writing packages and sending. So it's always going to be the same style. We're going to have private, so void create and send packet, and it's going to take in a user, so a client. So I'll say client. So the user, it's going to take in a operation code and string message. So we'll just copy this right here, cut that out. Nope. Cut all of this out. And here we'll say create and send packet. And then we'll do the user, the code, which is connect, and the other dot name. That's the message here. Okay, connection. And then in the client, let's check the client packet reader and attempting to connect. No, here we go. We're gonna add console dot write line. This is actually where we've already connected, so there's no attempting anymore. Let's see. Let's go. So, yeah, so new user connected. Connected, yeah, so user connected. So client dot name. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that looks good. And then here we'll make that same create and send packet method. Just gonna have one less parameter. Because this is always the same user. Just leave that out. And it's gonna be client And the server, we're also going to check if the user equals null, then we'll just return. Return. Okay. So that's the server part. And now client to server here, we don't have to check if it's null because, yeah, we created the client already. Okay. So now let's try connecting two users at once, and then if this works, we'll be done for today. We set up the TCP connection, and there's going to be a lot more functionality coming. We're going to be adding to it as we move on, because there's going to be a lot of communication, going back with different users and the server, especially when we get into, actually playing the game. So what we do now is here we'll go to the Solution Explorer. We'll go right click on the Battleships project, and then we'll go to Debug, start without debugging, and now we should have two windows. There we go, and then we'll do player 1, we'll add them, and then here we'll do player 2, and we'll add them, and okay, yeah, so kind of works, but yeah, there's still some issues that we have to work out. I wonder what that is. Ah, of course. Yeah. So new user name, and then we'll check if users dot no users dot any, and then we'll say user lambda expression user name equals the new username. And now we won't add the same user twice to the list. Okay, yeah, that'll do it for today. Yeah, on the next one we'll start with the main menu page. Yeah, we'll start hitting up challenges. When there's a couple of users in the list, you can pick one out from the list and challenge that person to play a game, and then we'll start setting up the actual gameplay. Alright, thank you for joining me, and please subscribe to my channel. It helps me motivate to make more new content, because I enjoy doing this. So yeah, thank you very much. See you till the next time. Bye.